Battle of Austerlitz, his victorious battle there, he would name a bridge after it. Now, Napoleon, the way he was able to take the Battle of Austerlitz is he goaded Austrians out onto a lake. There was about 15,000 Austrian soldiers, there was about 10,000 French soldiers, and they met at a lake in Austerlitz where it was frozen. So he sacrificed 2,000 French troops, sent them out onto the lake, and then of the Austrians, seeing that the French 2,000 force were outnumbered, they all rushed onto the lake, and Napoleon sat back, bombarded it with cannonballs, and they all fell into the frigid water, and he won the battle. So very, very clever strategically, and that's one of the things that Napoleon was very good at. Onto your right hand side, folks, you can see the island of Ile St. Louis. Okay, that is where the name St. Louis comes from, named after the King St. Louis IV. It's also one of the most expensive real estates in the world. And we're going to be going past these little areas here, folks. You see a lovely little botanic garden coming up here on the left hand side. They used to have some beautiful older trees in here, some of them dating back 150 years. One of the cypress trees, unfortunately a big storm recently blew over, and it is also attached to something which is quite unique in Paris, which is the menagerie, the zoo. Now, a little bit about the revolution, folks. Basically, I told you about Charlemagne and the feudal system. If you can imagine getting up to Louis number 13, okay, so there was 13 before him. Louis was 13, Louis the 13th was 2 when he took the throne, okay, 2 years of age. Obviously a 2-year-old cannot run a country or a kingdom. But just have a little look through here on the left hand side, folks, people walking in the zoo. Keep an eye out if you can't see an animal or two. Now that zoo's got a bit of a story to tell, folks. In 1870, when the Prussians or the Germans came a-knocking, when they came here, the superintendent of the zoo was also the brother of the chef of one of the most highly acclaimed restaurants in town. He was the only one that had any meat left to serve. Fact, they were serving zebra. The only meat